All right, guys, what is going on today? Today we have huge news. We have new mods that just came in today, or they're actually supposed to be here tomorrow. They came a day early. Now this mod is going to help this beast right here get off the line much harder. All right, guys, I don't know if you heard from one of my last videos, one of the couple videos ago, I talked about suspension. The suspension is huge if you are drag racing. And I went with these right here over the other ones that I'm going to, as soon as I take these out, I'm going to explain to you why I went with these over the other suspension mods. And there's a reason why, but let's get these open and I'll show you what these things are. Like I said, I'm holding this in one hand, so hopefully I don't cut myself. But I think that's the only tape there is. I probably could have ripped that. That was very, very easy. Oh. Ugh. Reaching in the box here, and yes, there's two of them. Bam. Bam. We went with brand new QA1 single adjustable shocks. Alright guys, I'm opening these up. I'm going to show you what these do. I think they're already compressed, right? Yes, they're already compressed. These are very much nicer. Oh, these are beautiful. I'm not going to fully open these up right this second. But yes, we got brand new single adjustable QA1 rear shocks. I'll leave that in there, as you can see. Here they are. Much nicer quality than the Ranchos. Now I'm going to explain to you guys why I went with these over the double adjustable Vikings. Now the reason I wanted to get these shocks in like right now is because when Steve's actually in the process of doing the rear. So when he takes the entire rear assembly off, the shocks will be ready to go. And the Ranchos I have are apps that were shot. Like I said this in a previous video or the video before that, they're shot and they're making clunking sounds. You can actually feel them. And I wanted to get the QA1s from the beginning. That's what the reason I went with QA1s over the Viking Industrial. I'll explain that in a minute. But I did want to go with QA1s from the beginning, but because four-wheel drive, they don't have fully adjustable front struts for four-wheel drive, so I went with QA1. I'm sorry, I went with Rancho. They have front and rear. I was going to get the front and rear matching suspension, but I didn't need the front because when I got the Ranchos, they actually hooked very well when I lowered them, you know what I mean, to the setting that they hooked very well when I got the adjustment setting done. And you know, they're not even set up for drag racing. So I went with them and I was like, they worked out great for a while until you started hearing the clunking and stuff like that. And then, you know, they basically went early, but they're not made for drag racing either. They're not at all made for racing or any kind of racing at all. QA1s are made for drag racing and racing, autocross. The single adjustable said drag racing and autocross, so it's made for both. So here's why I went with the QA1 over the Viking double adjustable. Number one reason I went with these is money. The Vikings are more money, and right now being out of work, I don't have all the funds to pay for these. These I got, and the Summit also has a discount going. And the reason these were affordable is because you guys bought some merch, helped with the videos, so I appreciate that. New merch is available. Check them out. Please help support. But yeah, that is how I was able to get these, and the Vikings were just a little out of my price range. I know they're not much more, but when you're laid off and you're not bringing in the income, this helps support your family. Every little bit helps. So I had to get these, and I didn't want to be driving around on broken shocks. And I don't know if they're fully broken, but I don't need that happening. So I had to get these. I might as well do it now while the rear's out. And, you know, so that's why I went with them over Viking double adjustable. Also, Viking double adjustable are a little bit harder to dial in. You know, they can be dialed in great, you know, and I'm not denying that at all. You could probably dial them in a little bit better. But because I only had single adjustables on the Ranchos, I thought, I know a couple of guys that run the QA1s, like Jay Greene, my tuner, Kyle Tingle, they have, you know, they're running front and rear, but they're launching great. They're hooking up great with them. So, and I've hooked up great with single adjustables with the Ranchos, so I don't think we're going to have any problem. I just know these are a much better shock. And you can actually, little adjustments compared, it's like an 18-way compared to a 9-way from the previous. I'm not going to have any issues. Also, the front suspension is where you want double adjustables at. Rear, you don't need it as much. The front is where you need it. You know, I don't know exactly, you know, how much to set your adjustables in the front yet, because I still am running on the stock shocks. I only have a 2-inch rear drop. So the Vikings require 4 to 6 rear drop also. These are just said lowered rear. It's a difference of 2 inches. The Vikings will work though. I talked to Matt at Guage Performance. He said the Vikings will work. So, you know, I was like, and then I looked at the price. They're just a little bit too high for me right now. Like I said, and being out of work, that's the biggest effect right now. Being out of work. And I know my tuner and a couple other guys that I talk to a lot, they are running QA1 single adjustables and they're working great. And I've had great success with single adjustables with just the Ranchos. So we went with QA1 and very excited to get these on. So hopefully everything goes well. Steve's working on the rear as we speak. So when he comes or I go there, however we decide to do that, we'll have the shocks changed out while the rear assembly is out. And bam, this truck should launch much better. And hopefully we can get it all dialed in and get to the track as soon as possible. We don't know when the tracks are back opening with this whole coronavirus thing. It just sucks because, you know, the only thing that is good is that the truck is not, it's broken right now. This, I know it sounds bad, but, and no tracks are open. So it's not like I can, like, I'm broken and I can't get to the track. It's just, I want to be able to do content besides, you know, vlogging, but mods content is good and stuff like that. But I want to be able to do more racing content. That's what I want to do. I want to do racing content, driving videos, loud exhaust videos. And I can't do that while the truck's broke. But the only good thing is I can't race anyway because the tracks are closed. I'm not into street racing at all. You know, have I done it? Yes, I'm not denying that. I'm not going to say I'm never going to do it again. Like never, you know, never going to have a little fun on the street again. That's, you know, everyone has a little fun on the street. But I just want to show you guys what the Speedo looks like, speedometer top end view, because this thing pulls hard top end with the new cam and the ported heads. Very hard. And I haven't even done a highway pull yet on the top end because I just tried to get it dialed in from the drag strip. And I have a couple of them videos and it wasn't fully dialed in. I'll throw a couple of them clips up for you guys to see what the so a couple of drag strip views look like from my point of view to your point. You know what I mean? I have the one camera here and I'll show you that. But yeah, let's get this thing dialed in and get to the track and do what we can do, man. That's all I want. I just want to get this thing up and running. New shocks, new rear assembly, new true track rear, and you know I just want to get running, man. That's all we got to do. It's all we got to hope for. Once we're up and running, I can get more videos out for you guys because, you know, right now I'm off work, so I can try and get as many videos. I'm gonna try and get maybe one every 2 days. Possibly one a day, depending on if I can get, if I have the time, because I do have my daughter. She's home with me every day. She's, you know, a 3-year-old. If you guys have kids and know what a 3-year-old girl's like, you know what I mean? You can't just go out and do whatever. So that's what we got going on for that. And big videos coming up. I have a big video coming up this weekend, so stay tuned for that video. That is on another vehicle. I'm doing, you know what I mean? So, but as of right now, that's the suspension mods we got going. And stay tuned, guys. We're going to be back up and running in no time because I'm going to show you the whole video of how to do a true track install. Well, Steve's doing the install, but I'm going to show you how to, you know, the install is just basically him going to be, you know, I'm going to show you what you need to make the true track work on a 9.25 ZF from, because the true track's not made for the ZF. It's only made for the 9.25 rear, which is like 2010, 2009 and older. So that's what we got going there. I'll have that video coming up. I got another video coming up this weekend. So we got a lot of vids coming up, man. I'm just trying to get this thing going, and I'll talk to you guys on the next one. Peace.